Hi guys, I came across the story of Thandiwe Newton. Basically, she was in the Channing Tatum, movie series, Magic Mike, one of the renditions of that movie series. And basically, they were in production. She was having issues with Channing Tatum. And, Channing Tatum decided to go into a different direction. Now, she is being reportedly replaced by Salma Hayek, now beautiful 55-year-old Mexican actress. And, there was some kind of discussion within the red pill space that, hey, Thandiwe Newton has hit the wall and all of that stuff. And, basically her beauty and looks are fading as she gets older. But that can't be true with the fact that Salma Hayek, who is 55, who is actually 6 years older than Thandiwe Newton, is taking over the role. I think it has more to do with something that is happening within Hollywood, which is there is just a lot of competition. Lots of competition for roles. There's so many actresses who are available to do all these roles. And back in the day, there were always issues where how do you decide which actress or which actor takes on a role? And, that's how we came up with Harvey Weinstein, where he was basically a queen maker and doing it in a very underhanded and disgusting way that's landed him in jail. Now, what we're seeing now is, and this is not only Thandiwe Newton, we're seeing this also with Kaley from Big Bang Theory. I mean, she was all gunning to get the role in Knives Out and, the second Knives Out 2. And she lost this role to Kate Hudson. Now, they're both extremely beautiful. There is no doubt about that. Both are, beautiful out of the stratosphere. But the fact of the matter is there's several other actresses who could have played that role, even beyond Kate Hudson. And what we're seeing is it's not an age thing because, Kaley, she is barely 36 and she's been replaced by a 42-year-old Kate Hudson. So it's not age. There's no hitting of the wall happening here. What's happening is that there's so much competition that the bargaining power of these actresses is getting very weak. Because years ago, we'd have remembered, Jennifer Lawrence, Bradley Cooper, that era. And guess what? I can see there's just so much actresses, Scarlett Johansson, all of them are out there and they are willing to take all these roles. So these actresses and actors start out, being in the crowd and basically auditioning to get roles. And then finally, after auditioning, after being chosen, then they get a role. Then they start to get a taste of stardom if it really catches on. And after stardom, people are happy with the familiar. I've seen them, but then people want the new. And that's when it happens. Because, I remember, and I stole this from Mad Men, the series, the concept of nostalgia and novelty. And one of the things is, there comes a point in time when the audience wants novelty, and novelty is the new person, and they're always looking for the new face. And that new face is not necessarily anything to do with age. A lot of times the new face has to do with just someone different. And Kate Hudson is a great example of that. She is returning to the movies after being, in the movies probably in the 2000s. And so there's a bit of a nostalgia with that, to bringing her back. But what's clear is that within acting now, the bargaining power, these actresses and actors are losing their bargaining power. And what will happen, as we'll see over time, is that salaries will start to go down for actors. Because, what is happening is, with the Marvel era, you can just put in a very nice, handsome guy to become Captain America. And it just works. I mean, there's some special actors and actresses that will come along, but the average actor and actress is not that special. And so what we're seeing is not a wall being hit. What we're seeing right now is that there is just so much competition for these roles. So there are more people vying for these roles than there are roles. So the power actually lays with the directors, the casting producers. But we always knew that. That was what happened with Harvey Weinstein. That was where the real power was, the casting director, the movie producer. Now, all this means for us is that as we go forward now, we're going to start to see brand new actresses or actors being brought back from a forgotten era, because right now the true power right now is the people behind the camera, not the ones in front of it. Thanks you.